So you've invested in AI, or you're about to. You've explored platforms. Maybe you've even rolled out some tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Notion AI. Maybe your team's even experimenting with agents or workflow automation. But here's what's happening behind the scenes. Nothing's really changing. Not the way you expected, at least. There's a gap expanding between your technology and how people are actually using it. And that is where most CEOs are stuck right now. What you're seeing is a performance failure. And it's the same thing that happens every time a new tool hits the organization. A few early adopters lean in and take initiative. They find ways to drive impact. And then everyone else, they hesitate. Or worse, they wait to be told what to do. And suddenly you've got a small group of A players trying to carry the weight of your organization's growth. Burnout creeps in, performance stalls, and you start wondering, do I have a few great people and a lot of average ones? But that's the wrong question, because in most cases, those average players could be good or even great. They just weren't set up for success. And we call this the AI adoption gap. And it's growing inside almost every growth stage organization right now. When your top performers run ahead with new tools, but the rest of the team lacks clarity, standards, or confidence, and that gap widens fast, resulting in inconsistent adoption, redundant work, misalignment between people, your process, and your performance, and AI doesn't fix that. It accelerates it. AI scales what already exists. We all know this. So if performance is uneven, tools end up magnifying that gap instead of fixing it. Now, the problem's in your foundation. When expectations are fuzzy, when standards aren't modeled or reinforced consistently, when communication is reactive instead of discipline, you can't layer on automation and expect results. And that's why we start with people, not tech. Before you automate, you have to clarify how your people operate. That's what most leaders miss or assume they've done. Assumed clarity is expensive. And it's why AI feels like it's adding complexity instead of removing it. So at LoyaltyOps, we help CEOs and organizations install a performance system that connects people to process and performance in a way that tools alone never will. We're not another operating system, so we're not here to replace your EOS or OKRs. We're the system that makes those work through people. Because when your team knows how to perform and they're supported with the right cultural standards, decision clarity, and behavioral structure, AI becomes a fantastic accelerator of performance. The cost of this gap grows every day. So let's close it together.